record it the way we're hoping to record it. And I forgot to mention, if you don't have a pillow or blanket or something to sit on, make sure that you have something that supports you so that you can sit as comfortably and nurtured as possible. So I have some pillows here that I'm going to utilize and sit in any comfortable position. So if cross-legged feels good, go cross-legged. If you prefer to sit on your heels, if your belly is growing and you want butterfly position, have more space there, or even if that just feels better on your hips, like really get into what position your body feels most comfortable and supported in here. And then close your eyes down once you've settled into your body. Just start with a big, full, deep inhale in through your nose. And then a complete exhale out through the nose. Full deep breath in, breathing all the way into the base of your wombed baby. Exhaling that air out. One more full inhale. Fill your body with oxygen, with prana, with energy. And then exhale the air out. Keep your eyes closed down. Let your hands start to come into prayer in front of your heart. If you want to rub those hands together to wake up the 72,000 nerve endings in the hands, feel free to do that. And then actively press them together. Thumbs connect into your sternum. Eyes stay closed. And roll them up and in towards your third eye point. Recognizing that this stimulates our pituitary gland, which is the master gland of the body and a direct line of communication down to your womb, down to baby. Just breathe here for a moment, feeling that inner communication between the two of you. This experience that only you and them get to feel in this moment. That sacred bond. And keeping our eyes in that place and our hands pressed, we'll open with our sounds Om Namo, Guru Dev Namo. Recognizing the wisdom around us, all the information that we're gathering, that we're learning, that we're constantly developing and searching for. But at the same time, Guru Dev Namo, that wisdom inside, that mama instinct, that power that you have internally, that greatest teacher that is yourself. Respecting all this wisdom around, we'll chant 3 times Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Big inhale to sing and chant. Om just for a moment, letting the energy circulate. And smoothly exhale the air out. Let the hands gently rest back on the knees. Just stay with the eyes closed. Feel the vibration of your own voice and how soothing that is, not only to you, but to baby. Recognizing that baby already knows your voice, knows your sound, and is comforted by that. Just take a moment for the two of you to soak that in together. You can either keep your eyes closed or just gently open them here for a moment. So today's class is really in alignment kind of with what we were already talking about, which is the fact that in society we don't completely give reverence and celebrate the mother as we should. Like we even with pregnancy and with the new birth, we're like, oh, your baby is so beautiful, your baby, your baby, your baby. What about mom? Right? What about the celebration of the woman, of the mother? Because the mother is being birthed as much as the baby is. Whether it's your first child or your 10th child, it doesn't matter how many children you've had, this is a huge birth and transformation for you, stepping into this new shift of motherhood. And so today's class, we're really going to celebrate ourselves as mothers, celebrate that nurturing energy that we possess naturally, and that also uniqueness of who we are as a mother, and not getting identified with like the mother has to be this or the mother has to be that. The mother is. Like that energy just is, and how that comes through you is completely unique to you and unique to what your child needs. These souls communicate and connect with us specifically because of what we can bring and develop in them, right? That they're looking for that. They're looking for us as the mother, right? So celebrating all the gifts that we have and all those elements that we're here to share through our motherhood, and also like kind of patting ourselves on the back of like, you've got this, like you're ready, you're set, you're in your space, and you are ready to step into that motherhood. As wild as that journey is going to be, as wild as the entire experience is going to bring you towards, you know, like the journey of it all, you're open, and that's the key, right? So let's celebrate ourselves today as mothers, as women. Go ahead and close your eyes back down. If you open them, gently place your right hand kind of to the side, leaning on it a bit, so you've got your left shoulder open. And start just by circling this arm around. So your left arm can come forward and down and around and like open. You can keep your elbow bent. If that feels good, to get more of like a round and circular feeling, already connecting to the feminine energy, which is circular and constant moving. Breathe in and out through your nose. Keep your eyes closed and rolled up and in. And just circle through your shoulder, through your chest. Let the momentum of this movement just kind of take you over, and let your body move and react in any way that feels celebratory and opening and expanding in your body today. Keep that breath really flowing in and out. Moving at any pace that feels good. Just open through your chest and your shoulder. A few more circles on this side. And gently start to come all the way back through to the center here, and bring your left hand down to the side for some support, leaning on it, switching your directions. Now you've got your right arm circling around, eyes are still closed, rolled up and in. Keeping this movement conscious and connected, not only to yourself, but to baby. And recognize that by empowering yourself, you empower them. By giving yourself nurture, love, attention, you equally give it to them. Just breathe and move. Expressing your body in whatever way feels best. Let your rib cage and chest move around, creating space between your pelvis and your ribs for baby to keep growing and learning, expressing, stretching with you. A few more circles on the side. Gently starting to come all the way back through to the center again. Just take a moment to sit in stillness, eyes closed. Feel that circular energy still moving through you even as you're still. A divine feminine energy that is you, that encompasses you, that expresses through you. Take a full deep breath in. Exhale, begin to transition onto your hands and knees. If you have your pillow or blanket, just move it to the side, or you can even place it under your knees if your knees are sensitive, which is super common and normal during pregnancy to have sensitive joints. Bring your knees under your hips and your hands under your shoulders, creating a nice tabletop position here. And start with little circles of just your pelvis. So your shoulders stay stable, but just your hips and your pelvis, just go in a little circle. Pick whichever direction to start. Just loosening and stretching your pelvic area. Keep your eyes closed, rolled up and in. And just isolate these small little circles from your hips, from your pelvis. Go ahead and switch your circle the opposite direction. Same movement, just small. See how much fluidity you can take into the tiny movements. So this helps us to get more fluidity in our ligaments, in our pelvis, which is necessary for birth. And those are small adjustments. It's not this huge, big muscle group you're addressing. It's little tiny ligaments that we're mobilizing and stretching. So keep the movement really small. Breathe long and deep, a couple more circles this way. Start to come back through to the center here. Now walking your hands a little bit more forward away from you. So you just have like kind of an elongated tabletop. And we'll start to take a circle with our hips now big. As big as is comfortable in your body. So big might not look huge today. That's fine, especially if your belly is growing. But move in any circle size that feels nice and delicious in your hips and low back. Just circle those hips as far forward and down and as far back and around as feels good for your body. Keep your eyes closed and rolled up and in. And just breathe and circle those hips. Now getting all that mobility through the rest of our body as well, through all the bigger muscle groups, letting those support the stretch and open up the ligaments. Big circles, stretching through the low back. Being mindful that your hands are supportive on your mat, so fingers spread wide, actively pressing down through the knuckles, the pads of the fingers. If your wrists ever get sensitive, you can also go into fists and moving this way if that feels better, or even forearms if you have space with your belly. Just move and circle those hips. Wherever you are, just switch directions. Same movement, same size, just flip the way you were going. And lots of oxygen down into baby, into your body to really open and celebrate this expression, this circular motion, this grand expansion of your body, of your life, of your heart. Preparing to open yourself more than you've ever opened before in all the aspects. And celebrating what that is going to look like and mean in your life. Few more circles, make it feel really good in your body, moving at a pace and size that feels best. And eventually you'll come back into a resting posture. If child's pose is accessible with wide knees, take that. If you need more space for your belly, just arching, reaching your tailbone up for puppy pose. Head resting down. Take a moment to breathe. Settling into that sweet stillness. One more full deep breath in. Exhale as you begin to find your way back up onto your hands and knees. Walk your hands up to the left corner of your mat, both hands to that side, and step your right foot big outside of that left, or of the right hand. So you're in a nice lizard lunge here. And as you inhale, you'll lift your chest, dropping your hips down. And then exhale, walk your hands back a little with you and straighten out that right leg, bringing your chest forward and down. Inhale, softening hips, lifting chin and chest. And then exhale, taking back, straightening that leg as much as feels good in your low back and body today. Moving with your breath, eyes closed, forward and back. Letting the hips open both directions as they soften forward. The front of the left hip opens as you reach back, the back of the right hip opens. Right. So much expression and sensation coming through the body. Really celebrate how that feels. And if it feels kind of sticky today, celebrate that anyways. It doesn't always have to feel amazing for us to recognize the value. And if it does feel amazing, well, hey, good, that's great. Let it feel amazing. Just breathe and keep that mobility happening all directions, forward and back. A few more times here. And starting to come back where you've got your left knee on the mat and your right foot down. Go ahead and pivot your knee a little bit to the side so your shin just pivots out. And step this right leg all the way back to the side, lifting up your right arm. Here we'll take circles with the right arm. So just bring that arm around and down or back and around. Whichever way you want to circle is totally fine. Breathe and open and express through your hips now, through your side body. Also building that strength with the left arm that's grounded and pressing into the floor. That shoulder is lifted, pressing away from your mat. If you're comfortable with eyes closed, keep them closed. If that starts to be disorienting, just have them open and soft. Go ahead and switch the direction of your circle, whichever way you were going, just flip it out. Lots of breath coming through the body, coming into baby. And beginning to take that right hand all the way back to the floor. Release your right knee also back and rest in your child's pose or puppy pose again. Hips back, head down. Softening, breathing. Letting yourself completely surrender into your body, into the experience, into whatever you're feeling in this moment. As you inhale, begin to rise back up onto your hands and knees, this time walking your hands over to the right corner of your mat, a little forward. Big step with your left foot outside of that left hand lizard lunge on the left. Same movement here. You'll inhale, dropping the hips, lift your chin and chest. Exhale, straightening that left leg as much as possible, flexing toes, bringing your hips and chest back. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Move with your breath at your pace and really explore your body. So notice this side might feel different. It might be more open or it might be a little more sticky. And already getting in touch with listening to your mama instinct in your own body. So intuition is something we feel, right? It's not something we explain, it's something we feel, it's something we know. And it comes by getting very present and very aware with the feelings that you have, right? So it starts simply on a physical level, feeling your body, trusting your body, knowing what's most supportive for you through your pregnancy, and trusting that, trusting the feelings and sensations that come up. Carrying that instinct with us all the way through our labor and then all the way through our process of motherhood, how we parent. Right? Trusting in our choices, trusting in our gut instincts, celebrating what we have to bring through that ability to get deeply in touch with who we are and what we share. Starting just the simplicity of our own bodies, seeing how that ripples out into the rest of our lives. A few more times back and forth here. And eventually starting to find your way back onto kind of a neutral position with the foot planted down. You have some space here to pivot this shin out to the side and swing your left leg out, supporting you on the ground. Keep the right hand down, left arm rises up. And then nice big circles here with that arm, with your chest. Breathing into your rib cage, opening, expanding, breathing into your pelvis, stretching. Breathing into that strength of your arm that's supporting you underneath. Having the eyes either closed or open and soft with your gaze at one specific point. No matter what, staying present in your body and your breath. Go ahead and switch the direction of your arm circle. Just flip whichever way you are going. Being mindful, if your wrist is sensitive, you can always use your fist to support that. And eventually starting to bring this left hand all the way back onto your mat, returning with the left knee down as well, resting in child's pose or baby pose. Hips reach back, either to your hips or in the air. If you need more space for belly, let your head rest down. Part of the celebration of motherhood is the celebration of resting when we get the chance, right? Valuing each moment of stillness, each moment of peace that comes through our lives. Whether it's 10 minutes or 30 seconds, 3 hours or 3 minutes, you know? But valuing that rest and that necessity for mama to rest, to receive and regenerate the energy we need for our children and for our lives. As you inhale, begin to rise your way back up onto your hands and knees again. This time tucking your toes to find a downward dog. Just for a moment, drop your head down. You can bend knees, kind of walking your dog, opening through the backs of the legs as well. Bringing circulation in, breathing. And you can just keep those walks of the knees, but let them walk forward towards you, walking your feet in towards your hands, letting them fall as wide as your shoulders, bending knees, and then using your hands to support rolling you up, walking them up your legs, keeping your head dropping down, knees bent, And rise all the way up into a comfortable standing posture. Take your hands into any intuitive place. So maybe that's on your heart or on baby, or just by the sides, palms forward. Just take a moment. Connect and breathe. Deeply inhale in. Exhale, releasing those arms down to the sides. Be sure that your feet are as wide as your shoulders or even wider here. And as you inhale, you'll reach your left arm over and point through this right toe. So your weight comes into the left side. You really stretch your left side. And then exhale, come to the center. And then inhale, you'll switch, kind of pointing through. So you're on the ball of the left foot, stretching over and to the center. And just kind of rocking your weight this way, using your breath. Using your feet here, pointing onto the balls of the foot to really help that circulation. We've got to use our feet in pregnancy a lot to help support our digestion as well. When our organs start to get a little visitor, let's say, that took up some space that maybe they weren't quite aware was going to happen, it's normal that digestion is affected. So moving your feet, using the balls of your feet a lot and like circling your ankles really helps with that digestion, supporting that. Keep moving and stretching. If you can have eyes closed, close them down. As always, if that's disorienting, it can be soft. If your eyes are closed, be sure to keep them up at that third eye point. Communicating everything that we're doing for ourselves through to baby, recognizing and teaching them how important that self-reliance is. Believe it or not, babies, even in the womb, develop self-reliance. There are ultrasounds and pictures of babies sucking their thumb in the womb, which is a self-coping mechanism, a self-comforting mechanism. So they learn these habits and these behaviors that are important. We all need to know how to self-soothe. Right? So showing them and teaching them through you soothing yourself. And of course, you're soothing them too. Beginning to come all the way back through to the center here, softening your knees a little bit now, and then swing your arms. You swing them up and then swing them crossed. Swing them up and kind of bouncing your knees at the same time. Swing it up and cross. And you can cross either elbow underneath. You can switch elbows if you want. But just really using the momentum of your legs and your arms to swing and cross. Breathing. That little gentle bounce in the body. A little arm cardio, we call this, which is important. It's important we do gentle cardio through our pregnancy. We got to keep the heart healthy. And your arms are a perfect way to do cardio. We don't normally think of our arms being ready for cardio, but it's true. You swing them and move them around, you really build up that cardiac strength. Keep bouncing. Let the momentum just kind of take you over. Let your breath become deeper as your heart rate starts to rise up a little bit. Beginning now to swing whichever arm underneath, but this time hold yourself in a hug. Wrap around, give yourself a little hug, close your eyes. Just nurture yourself for a moment. You can sway side to side. Just really embrace yourself, the mother, the woman that you are, the gifts that you have to share, the miracle that your body is in process. Soften as you allow those hands to just slide onto your heart, one hand under the other, just sliding across. Take one hand under the other on your heart. And again, if you want to sway, eyes closed, feel that heartbeat. Feel that empowerment of what it means to you to be a mother. Take a full deep inhale in. Big exhalation out. Preparing for our Pulse Away squats, mamas. So gently come down towards the edge of your mat, being mindful to bend your knees and support yourself however you need. Rolling up your mat at least halfway. Yeah, depending on the size of your mat, you might have to go more. Janine, I think we usually roll yours like all the way, right? So that you have a nice sturdy place to stand on where your heels go on your mat, the balls of your feet are on the floor in front of you or on your mat if you're facing the way where your mat is, right? We've got this nice firm foundation, legs shoulder width, so there's lots of space for our pelvis and for our bellies. So working through our Pulse Away squats, we'll inhale, reach the arms up, palms press overhead. Exhale, bending your knees, letting your hips sit all the way down as far as they'll go to the lowest position. Hands then come through onto the floor. Take about 50% of your weight forward with your head dropping down as you start to reach yourself up with bent knees. Keeping the knees bent and head dropping down until you rise all the way up. Go ahead and work through 15 of these squats at your own pace, mamas. Let this be your own expression of self-empowerment through your body, through your breath, through your movement.
Children of her ancient secrets, her power and her mystic ways. No matter where we go, we never leave her. Our mother, 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 our mother.
Keep moving at your own pace. Let this be your meditative expression of motherhood.
From the riverside to old country, her music really comes so full. Let us quiet down and listen closely to mother. Whoa, to the womb of all, sing my praises, mother of the dark and light. Outside and in, I only sing of our mother, our mother, our mother, our mother, our mother, our mother.
Finishing through all of those 15 squats. Whenever you're done, just stand in that empowerment. all in that power. That trust of who you are as a mother. That strength, that wisdom. Deeply breathe in. Full exhale out. Go ahead and step off of your rolled mat and kick it all the way out so it's flat again. Adjusting it however you need to. Preparing here for our Pulse Away Keep Ups. So 3 minutes of pure mental power, right? And notice not physical, mental, right? Because there's this belief that in order to withstand physical sensation, we have to be strong physically, and that's not really true. I mean, yes, we train muscles, and yes, we train our bodies, and that's a thing, but at the same time, it's your mind that overcomes the capacity to handle the sensations that make you stronger, right? So today we're going to do our arms out to the sides. I'm already going to start the timer, so you can bring those arms up. And we're going to move side to side, kind of like swaying side to side. And just keep your arms out, elbows as straight as possible. Use your breath however is supportive. Eyes might close down and roll up and in. And just sway and move side to side, keeping those arms up. Breathing long and deep, mamas. Let yourself really experience the strength of your own mind. Keep swaying side to side. Eyes rolled up and in. Let yourself kind of dance it out. Welcome in the sensation. 1 more minute. Let the challenge make you stronger. Deepen the breath. Do whatever you got to do to keep those arms up. Last little bit, mamas. You got this. Five, four, three, two, one. Inhale, arms go all the way up. Exhale, let those hands rest down in any intuitive position. If that's hard, if that's baby, if that's by the sides. Eyes closed. Breathe. Feel that strength that you possess as a mother. That power that is you, that is innately inside of you in every aspect of who you are. Simply holding that intention to step into motherhood changes you. Feel that change. Feel that strength. Taking a full deep inhalation in. Exhale the air out. And gently come to sit into a meditative posture, utilizing your pillow or blanket to support your body as you sit tall in any way that serves you best. If that's cross-legged, butterfly, even legs splayed out, whatever you got to do. Moving into this meditation is literally called the Mother Power meditation. And the sound that we're going to utilize is ma, right? And ma is actually, for most people, one of the first sounds they make, right? Like as a baby, one of the first sounds that comes out of your mouth is ma, right? It's like a instinctual expression. And so this sound holds so much power in that, like, in initialness of it, let's say, like in the first sound, primal, right? It's that essence of birth, really, is ma. So your hands will be in Gyan Mudra, first finger and thumb touching. And we'll take one breath in and we'll chant ma together 5 times. So it'll sound like this. It'll go ma, 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 ma. So 5 in a row. Okay, and then we'll breathe in again and do 5 in a row again. And as you do this, the hands are just in Gyan Mudra, chest is lifted, eyes are closed and rolled up and in. And again, remembering the power that your voice has in your own body. So recognizing your voice is designed for you. It is made specifically to work and open your energy centers in your body in a way that nobody else's voice is designed. It's your voice, right? And then also that voice is comforting to baby. Baby knows your voice already. And it'll be one of the first soothing expressions, and the way that they learn you is through your voice. So putting that through what you're chanting and how you're saying the sound already. Eyes closed, let's begin here together. Big deep breath. Ma, 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 ma. 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 One more minute. Ma, 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 ma. 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 Last round. Ma, 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 ma. Full deep breath in. Take a moment to suspend, just gently. Exhale the air out. Keep sitting tall, eyes closed. So let you and baby both soak in the sounds. The expression of the mother through you to them. You're welcome to stay seated in meditation for as long as you'd like. But if you are ready to rest, allow yourself to lay down in whatever position is best for your growing body. Staying on your back still feels supportive and comfortable, that's fine. If not, it might be better to lay on your left side with a pillow between your knees. Wherever you are, be it laying down or sitting up, take a couple breaths consciously into the base of your pelvis. Letting the inhale soften your pelvic floor naturally down and out, deeper down in your pelvis. And letting the exhale naturally rise that pelvic floor back up, cradling into baby. And know that this is something that happens naturally in your body. You don't have to make it happen. It happens through your breath. But bringing that conscious attention to it can support and nurture that pelvic floor. So inhale, softening down and out. Exhale, relaxing up and in. Take about 5 more breaths with that intention and awareness. And eventually let that attention to breath go and let yourself relax. Deeply surrendering into your body with your baby. As the two of you rest and nurture together. Utamata que assim seja. Utamata que assim seja. Utamata que assim seja. Mata que assim seja. Mata que assim seja. Just as Savarata Sava que Vivekanasi Chipari Howe Udaro So Hare Hare Tum Sadaki Japa Jacarantana Paro Jacarantana Paro Naparo Jacarantana Paro Utamata que assim seja. Utamata que assim seja. Utamata que assim seja. Mata que assim sei. Mata que assim sei. Nimkana visaro tumko hara hara Sada vicho jagadise Satguru tumme ko hoye diyala Sant sang teri preete Sant sang teri preete Sant sang teri preete Utamata que assim seja. Utamata que assim seja. Utamata que assim seja. Mata que assim sei. Mata que assim sei. Slowly begin to return back into your body. Deepening your breath, inviting in any gentle movements that feel good. If you are on your back or on your side, find the way to press your way slowly and softly back up into a seated position. Keeping your eyes closed down, keeping that inner connection and communication through to baby. And as you rise, softly the hands will fall into prayer. We'll sing the Long Time Sun together to close our practice, and sing this the first time to yourself. Really send that love and sunshine into you as a mother, as a woman. And the second time, let's sing for our babies, for our little ones, for those that are coming, for those that are here, for those that will be, finishing with a long Satnam, honoring our truth, the essence of who we are under all the layers and identifications we hold. Big deep breath to sing. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. Inhale for long Satnam. Sat Nam. Satnam, mamas. Thank you all so much for sharing.